Good morning and welcome to today's edition of Serenity Before Sunrise. It is Wednesday. I don't care what Wednesday you're watching it, but it's Wednesday, and that means it's Wellness Wednesday. Good morning and welcome again. I'm Sophia Antoine, and I'm your host. I'm just here for a little bit to encourage you as the day starts. Although you can be watching this anytime, morning, noon, or night, the message still applies. So, trigger warning. Today is about domestic violence. And because October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, however, again, the message still applies. But on Wellness Wednesdays, I just want to encourage you to take care of yourself, your well being, heavy on the self care, and anything that makes you feel good. In these heavy times, as I've mentioned so many times before, that you need to be taking care of yourself. As you've heard, self care isn't selfish, but wellness is a totally different matter, especially when it comes to domestic violence, because wellness doesn't begin with the bubble baths. It's not the getting your nails done or your pedicures. Wellness is full body wellness. It's a holistic type wellness, a survival type wellness. It's to make sure that you as a human being are safe. Wellness begins, for lack of a better term, with safety. It means your emotional safety. It means your physical safety. It means your spiritual safety, your workplace safety, all of that. So making sure all of that is in order and well rounded. But again, wellness right now, for the context of this particular gathering of the saints, is for domestic violence. So there's nothing worse than, being out all day going to work or running your errands or doing whatever and not wanting to come home for fear of something happening to your person, something happening to you. And it's not only physical, it can be words. Words do truly hurt. They hurt. And when they are used maliciously and with the intention of breaking you down and reducing you to a crumpled heap on the floor, that's not good. And you shouldn't have to put up with that. But I understand, because as we've seen in the media with all of these cases, people ask, why don't they leave? Or why didn't you leave sooner? Or why didn't you? Because you didn't feel equipped, you didn't feel empowered, you didn't feel well enough to be able to do that. So I understand. Right now, again, this conversation is solely for the purpose of you to know that this is something you can aspire to if you're in this position, or to please just casually mention it, casually talk about it, to make sure other people know that you are a safe place if they do need help. Um, if you have been a victim of domestic violence, it's okay for you to rebuild slowly, for you to build trust slowly, for you to let new people into your life slowly, because it's not a race. The marathon is long. It is not everybody's walk is different through this domestic violence stuff. Even my story is different through this whole thing. And if you tune in, shameless plug, to Pen, Paper, and Peace tonight for our journaling circle, you'll get to hear about that. But it's all about setting your boundaries. It's all about being able to learn who and how to trust not only other people, it's trusting yourself again, because you thought you made a good choice that last time, and you probably did. Who's to say what that other person was going through? But life happens. Okay? So just make sure you know that you are worthy of having a good and well life. You are worth it every step of the way, every single time. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So, all that to say, I hope you tune in tonight for Pen, Paper, and Peace, and just make sure that you are thinking about your safety in the long term if you are currently a victim of domestic violence, or if you know someone who is. Because yesterday we talked about giving grace and maybe not having as much grace for the people you're close to, but more for the people you don't know or on social media. just make sure you watch what it is that you're saying, or try to at least, because it's hard to break yourself out of a habit that you've been doing for a very long time. I get that. So I want you to have just a little bit more awareness, and a little bit more um, consideration and or compassion for people who may be experiencing these things, because it's not easy. It's really not. Just consider if it were you. And it doesn't often happen in a bubble. It's not only that it started with you, it could be a history of domestic violence. It could be this person watched their parents go through it, or they watched their grandmother go through it, and they just don't know how to stop. They feel like they have to stay. But that's not necessarily the case. But they don't know that. So I hope you pass this along. Please like and share, subscribe, and have a great and wonderful Wednesday. I'll see you again soon.